Hello there, Virgo. How are you today? That guy decided to jump out. We'll put him to the side. Welcome to your general reading. This is a timeless reading, so there is something here that you're supposed to hear, all right? Now, I do love to read comments, so if you wouldn't mind, tell me what resonates with you. And don't forget, if this is your reading and everything is resonating, claim it. So far, Virgo, in all of my spreads here, you guys are going through a huge transformation, and it's turning out in your favor now. I love it. You've been through so much that, I mean, it wasn't even funny. It was too crazy. So you're still going through that transition, but everything is starting to look up. All right, and here we go. Are you ready? Bottom of the deck, we've got Judgment. Whoa. Spiritual awakening. And you've got two major arcanas here. You've got Temperance, which is, you know, the universe is saying you need to take some time, regain balance, faith, healing, right? Divine protection is upon you, right? And with the Judgment card here, this is about you having learned what it is that universe, you know, I mean, the Tower moments that you've had an awakening, right? What have you learned? How have you become the better version of yourself, right? You're being tested right now. You're having to recollect everything and apply it. Wow, that's great. Two major arcanas. Pay attention to this reading because there's something here, right? Two major arcanas like that. Yeah. Look at that. You're still dwelling on the past here over those spilled cups right here. It's okay though, because you've been through so much, and that grief process, it's a process. It's not a linear healing, right? There's going to be moments where you're focusing on this instead of turning around and picking up the two cups and, you know, paying gratitude here. That's the thing. That's part of this spiritual awakening here and the healing. You have to turn around and get to a point where you can let this go. Your life is not a mess. It was meant to happen so you can gain gratitude and go your merry way, right? You're going to figure it out in due time. Look at that. Lovers. I love it. Another major arcana card. You are ready to commit, right? You still have moments of grief. That's okay. But you're at a point in your life where you are ready to commit to something or someone, person, place, or thing. This could be you committing to yourself, right? Trusting and saying, you know what? I'm never going to let myself be victimized, or I'm never going to let myself go like that to the point where it's like I gave and gave and gave into the relationship and I've neglected myself. I am now committing to my growth, to my awakening, to my, beautification, whatever it is, to my knowledge, to my education, my business, whatever it is. Yeah, but you're ready to commit, right? You're coming at things now, you know, you've softened a little bit, right? Because everything that's happened to you has kind of hardened you to the point where you're aloof and you just didn't want to be part of anything. But now your heart here is much wiser because of all of the experiences that you've gone through, right? This grief and despair and your spiritual awakening and temperance here, the balance you've created, the faith you've regained. It's softened your heart, but it's given you wisdom, which is why you have the King of Cups, which is the master of the suit. It's telling me that your head and your heart are balanced, right? You can see things for what they are, except for this moment, and really be measured with regards to your reaction. But just, it's okay. It's okay to have moments where you feel like, you know, you're still down in the dumps. It's okay. You'll figure it out. Use the wisdom you've gained. And don't forget to take care of yourself here. Knight of Swords. Yeah. Knight of Swords. Okay. This is important here. The Knight of Swords is a lot of, you know, very forward energy. You should see him. He's just charging. Whoops. He's charging, right? And by charging forward here, he's not even thinking. He's just kind of going forward here. This is also the truth seeker, right? So be careful with this energy because you may have a lot of assertiveness and directness, but you can be very impatient and you can use the wrong words and you can create fights and despair, and then you're back here, right? So just, you know, harness this energy and kind of control it a little bit. Don't go crazy. Five of Swords, another 5. Number 5 is going to be important to you here. Again, these two things here, yeah, find another way to communicate. Find another way to communicate. Don't go in there swinging your sword. Don't go in, and then don't go into the situation taking everybody's sword either. So, you know, it's not about taking all the swords. It's about finding another way to deal with conflict, because all of this is such negative karma, negative energy. You don't want that. You want to shed that, right? Remember, karma is kind of tough. Use your intuition, right? You're limitless. You have so much power. Go within, right? Go within. Get connected to your higher self. You've got major arcanas, right? Here. I mean, this is important. Pay attention, right? Okay. Magician. Look at that. Another major arcana for you. You have everything within you to create the life that you want. And this relationship, this commitment, whether it's to you, to something, to someone else, you have control. You can literally create whatever you want. You can also create chaos, right? That's within your choice. You can create more grief if you stay here, or you can create and work with the universe and receive all of the good stuff that's coming your way. Okay, let's get going here. King of Swords with the Knight of Swords, lots of energy. This is you being logical and analytical. Don't get stuck here though, Virgo, because I know you're a perfectionist and you're very much analytical. It's okay to be direct and deal with problems. However, kind of add a little bit of King of Cups here, a little bit of emotional. These two are opposites. This person's emotionally detached and this one is not. So kind of add a little bit of, have balance, right? Temperance. Have a balance of this so that you get exactly what's meant for you. Look at that. See things from a different perspective. You got 3 swords here, right? 3 swords, and it's like a progression of the suits. Page, Knight. We're only missing the Queen of Wands right now, but still, that's strong energy. This is all about the mind, but this is also about conflict. So be careful. Be careful with that energy. The bigger the sword, the more power. Yeah, 8 of Wands. You've got a lot of momentum coming your way here. A lot of energy, a lot of movement, very focused energy. This is good because, we are rebuilding, right? The Hierophant. Use the rules you've set, the traditions that you know, the things that ground you. Go back. Use them during this time of movement and creation here, right? You're manifesting. Use the wisdom that you have. The other thing is, don't be afraid to share your knowledge. You've been through a lot. The other card that always comes up for you, Virgo, is the 6 of Pentacles. And I keep telling you, at some point, you are going to be looked upon to share your knowledge, to give back. You're going to be the giver instead of the taker, right? All right, here we go. 4 of Cups, right? The 4 of Cups, you've got your arms crossed. You don't want anything, right? Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Let love in. Love is the only thing that you can keep giving and you get more of, no matter what, right? You never run out of love. So receive the love that's being offered to you. It's okay to sit here and think about the past, think about your current situation, but also think about the beauty that's being offered to you. Be grateful. Be humble. Be grateful for the things that you still have, the 2 of Cups here, right? Be grateful for the lessons for this grief, right? And this conflict. It's only going to make you better. But allow yourself to receive love. You deserve it, Virgo. Oh my gosh, if anybody deserves it, you do. I've been doing a lot of your daily check-ins, and man, have you been through the ringer. Yeah, you deserve to receive. Allow yourself to receive, okay? And as a reminder, there was a comment that I received from someone about male, female. This is just about energy, right? So if I use the pronoun he, it's just because there's a male there. But, women can be leaders, right? Women can be very direct, impulsive, impatient, grief. So it's just about energy, right? So take it as how it applies to you, right? It's not about, don't get so focused on the gender here. All right, here we go. What else do you need to know, Virgo? Get out of your head. What is it that you're blaming yourself for? Why are you blaming yourself for making this mess? It's okay. Even if you did, forgive yourself. Look up and face your problems. Look at it head on. Just like the King of Swords here. You're in your head here, fear, anxiety, right? Maybe you're under this tree going, I have fear and anxiety. I don't want to let anything in, right? 9 of Swords, whatever that is. 6 of Pentacles. What did I say about the 6 of Pentacles? You always get the 6 of Pentacles because, like I said, you're going to have role reversal. You're going to be the one that's going to give. I love that when we call out the cards before they come in because that means that this is your reading, Virgo. You're meant to be here. I'm telling you, 5 of Pentacles, the number 5, is important to you. What did you learn from this? Here's the other thing. Why do you feel like you're not enough, right? This person here is so insecure that he's outside the church, or she is outside the church, when you can just go in, right? You are more than enough to receive. So here's the thing. These are all about lessons. They're not about negativity. I'm not trying to bring negativity in your life. Instead, I'm trying to remind you that the universe is always, always trying to teach us a lesson here so we can be our better selves, so we can be of better service to others, right? And share our wisdom and our wealth and our knowledge, all of this introspection. It's time for you to share. But what is it that you feel you need to defend yourself from to the point where you're taking everybody's swords? What is it that you feel you're not good enough for? Why do you feel like you were left out? You're perfect, Virgo. You're amazing. You're an amazing person. Don't worry about all that. You got to learn the lesson. Queen of Pentacles, lots of abundance coming your way. Look at this. You can choose to stay here, or you can move forward here. Look at that. One more card here. Nine of Cups. I love that for you. Wish fulfillment. The number 9 can be important to you here. Yeah, look at that. The Nine of Cups. What a great way. I mean, this is wish fulfillment. Whatever it is that you choose to create for your life, it's going to bring you happiness and emotional fulfillment. You're going to be so happy. But you got to get rid of this part. Find the lesson. And this one right here too. Find the lesson. 7 of Cups. Make that decision. You have many different things to think about, but you got to make that decision. Okay? Let's do one more. I just feel like doing one more. Why not? I feel like you've got more information here. One more. 6 of Cups. Yeah? 6 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. Number 6 can be important. 3 can be important. These are multiples of 3. So, yeah, pay attention to those signs and synchronicities. King of Wands. Yep. Take control. You've got the energy of the King of Wands. Very visionary, very bold. Okay? Look at that underneath Knight of Pentacles. You're ready to lay down the seeds for the security that you want for your future. Wow. What other information does Virgo need to hear or need to know? Here we go. Oracle cards. The energy is gaining momentum. Yeah. Why? Because you've got this. That's energy. I told you earlier about momentum, right? Have faith in your dreams, right? You can manifest whatever you want. Have faith. Have faith. Always have faith. Don't let pride get in your way, right? Don't let pride get in your way. He's got a lot of pride. Be careful. But this is also a great quality. That the King of Wands is very powerful. He's a leader. He's a visionary. So use those great qualities, but don't let pride get in your way. Bottom of the deck, the answers you need are coming. Yeah. Go within. Go within. Trust that there's communication there, right? Ask yourself the right questions and you'll get the answers, but go within. Don't be afraid to really get in touch with your higher self. All right. So let me know in the comments what's resonating and if you'd like to claim this reading. All right. I love it for you. This is so great. All right. And also don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.